What's up, everybody? Tomcat back here again, and I'm off to Dollar General. The title of this video is Keeping Your Emotions Under Control. So yeah, let's get into it. I've never been a badass or anybody that anybody should really be afraid of, but I stand on a bedrock of principles. I always have and I always will. Ain't nothing and nobody gonna change that one. I remember a friend, say friend loosely, when I first moved to Florida, he was talking all kinds of shit about the cat. I told him, I said, come to Northeast Florida, I'll buy you a beer and I'll beat the fuck out of you. Then when you regain consciousness, I'll give you a hand up, not a hand out, and I'll buy you lunch, and I'll tell you where you fucked up. And then we'll move forward from there. Never heard from him again. But you know what? That was the wrong thing to do. People today are unpredictable. You never know what fight you're going to get into or what you're going to say. It's going to come back with repercussions. Because like I said before, it's the people with nothing to lose that are the most dangerous right now. You don't know what comment, you don't know what words. People on the street, you don't know what you say. It's going to come back to haunt you. A lot of people have too much time on their hands nowadays. And they'll do and say whatever they do and say. They will find you, or they will try. So sometimes we just got to keep our emotions in check. We can't drop the anger. Resorting to anger solves nothing. There's always somebody bigger, stronger, tougher than we are. So the only way you can live life is just do it on your own. Don't resort to violence. Don't resort to anger. Because when you drop that moniker, we're just as evil as they are. Now, thankfully, everything's been pretty fine lately. But I remember the guy that tried to rob me. And the guy said he'd cut me up. And I controlled my emotions. I'm not saying being a big puss. I'm just saying talk to people like you want to be talked to. Is a fight really worth it? Is killing or getting killed worth it? Because as you know, your time is the most valuable thing you got. So why waste it on people that you shouldn't waste it on? My rule of thumb is the best way to stay out of danger is to not get into it. But sometimes you got to get into it. It's not your choice. But it's how you handle it. You could be armed. You could be ready to go. You could be in the right. Now that dude who tried to rob me, he was running away. I could have shot him in the back. Where would that have got me? The guy who said, I'll chop you up, I could have chopped him up. Where would that have got me? So we got to control our emotions. When I told that guy I'd buy him a beer and beat the fuck out of him, I was in the wrong. Doesn't matter what happens. It's the wrong way to do it. Yeah, we got to assert our dominance, and we got to stand up for ours. But there's negatives to that too. There's negatives to letting people walk on you, and there's negatives to defending yourself. Learning that middle ground is the hardest part. That's what I'm talking about today. It's not always easy. It's not always fun. People will call you all kinds of names just for backing down. But you're not backing down to be a puss. You're backing down because their time ain't worth your time. And that's what it comes down to. Whose time is worth more, yours or theirs? If there's a way out of it, there's a way out of it. Only resort to deadly force when needed. If you can get out of it, I mean, you don't want to be sitting around filling out paperwork, explaining to cops all kinds of stuff. It's not worth it. So I'm not saying being a big puss. I'm saying just look out for your time. Controlling our emotions is key. And the more the world falls into chaos, key is what it takes. So I love you guys. Just up to Dollar General for the wife and some preps. No big story here. But I want to drop this message off to you. So I love you guys. Stay safe out there. Don't be a punk, but don't get punked. Because your time is worth more than that. So I love you. Tomcat out.